Welcome to Turner Tools, your source for EdTech tips and tricks from a teacher librarian. Today we are delving deep into new tools. If you want to up your research game, keep watching. And also remember to like and subscribe as it helps out the channel. So this is the Book Cafe blog, and you should have gotten an email to sign up for LibApps, which is the website that hosts our blog. And so we go to the blog. You can find that link right in our Canvas classroom. And we scroll all the way down to the bottom and go to log in to LibApps. It's really small in the gray banner at the bottom. And then you're going to log in with the credentials that you got. It's usually your email and then a password that you chose. Now, if you forgot your password, that's okay. You can always reset your password. This is not something that I can help you with because I don't have access to reset your password. You can do it yourself. I would just check spam if you feel like you're not getting the email. All right, so I'm going to log in. Okay, so when we log in, you're going to see the posts. And in order to create a new post for the blog, you're going to click on Add Post. So it's going to look very familiar to a simplified version of, say, Google Docs or Word. And so we're going to put the title of our post, which is the title of our book. And the title of our book is In the Wild Light by Jeff Zentener, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong and just spelled wrong. So there we go. We don't have any subjects, so we don't need to worry about that. So now we want to put in our review. Now you'll also notice that you can use Control V, of course, to just paste the content in. And I can do that. But what I find is that it tends to be bolded, and I don't want that, and it's really annoying to fix later. So I usually do Control Shift V. And so what that does is it pastes it without any formatting on it. So then I can add whatever formatting that I want, change the size. It makes it just much easier when I'm doing content. On a side note, you can do this in pretty much any program that you can paste in. So we also need to include the book cover, of course. So I usually get my book covers from Goodreads. And so I just copy it and paste it. But when I paste it, it really doesn't look that great. It really has only that one line of text, and I really want the text surrounding the book cover. So I'm going to double click on the book cover, and then I'm going to do H space, and V space is 5. This creates kind of an invisible border around the cover so that it just gives a little bit of breathing room. Then I'm also going to have the size be 300 width, and then the alignment to left. So I'm going to do all of those things. So change the width, and the height will change depending on what you put in the width. It automatically does that so that it keeps the size consistent. Then the H space 5 and V space 5, and then the alignment is left. I click OK, and then magically the book has that little kind of invisible border around it, but it also has the text enveloping it. So I also need to add in my little scorecard. So I'm going to do that by going to this button right here, which is the image button. I'm going to browse the server and then upload a new image. And I'm going to find that on my desktop because I saved it to my desktop. And there it is right there. I'm going to open it. And my width is going to be this time 200 because I don't want it very big. I just want it just a little bit small there. And then again with the H space and V space, there's going to be 5. But this time I'm going to set the alignment to right. And then I'm going to click OK. So now my little scorecard is right there, but I can move it all the way up to the top. And you'll notice that as I'm dragging it up there, that little line is moving as well. And so now I've put it up there. So now I have to do the title is bold, the author is bold, publish, genre, audience. I'm just bolding my labels. I think I'm going to give myself a little space between the summary and the content warnings. All right, so now I need to change the size of all of the text to 14. just by going to size. There we go. And my title and author are going to be 22. So I'm going to get rid of that label. And I'm going to change this size. I'm going to highlight it and change this size to 22. And there we go. And lastly, I am going to underline it being a title. So now it's done. The other thing that I wanted to put in this review was a picture of the author, Jeff Zintener. So I find an image of him online that's open source, and I copy that image and I paste it. But now it's huge and it's definitely not in the location that I want to do. So again, I'm just going to double click on it. I think I'll do my 200 is a good size. Again, with my H and my V being 5. And I'm going to set the alignment to the right. This is up to you how you want it to look. And so now I have the picture of the author right there, easily seen next to my review. Once I'm completely done, I can publish it. Or I can save it as a draft if I'm not ready to publish it yet. So I'm going to save it as a draft because this review is actually created by Wendy Scalfaro, and so I don't want to repost it in the blog because it's already there. But that is how you create a post in LibGuides. If you want to see the blog, what it looks like in real time, you can go to the guide preview, that little eyeball, and then it will show you the blog in its entirety. It keeps 10 blog reviews on each page, but you can also search the blog right here for any book that you might be looking for. So this is LibGuides, our blog for the Book Cafe this year. Thank you for tuning in to Turner Tools. Remember to like and subscribe. I hope you learned something new to help you make awesome happen. Have a fabulous day.